Hey, what is up guys, Weevil YouTube here, back with another video. I said Weevil YouTuber very fast there, sorry. But yeah, we got some news from the Prophecy Destroyer collectible tin. It is the Wave 3, or Wave 2.5, as some people are calling it, tin in the 2012 series. And we have some pretty good re-releases. I actually don't know what Endless Decay is. I'm going to have to look that up, I'm sorry. But I certainly know what Steelswarm Roach, Photon Strike Bounzer, and Infernity Barrier are. So you can bet that I'll be trading off my Photon Strike Bounzer, hopefully trying to get it for a decent value so I can make some money off it. I actually never owned a Steelswarm Roach, so the re-release will do me good. And I never built an Infernity deck, so for the same reason. But Infernity Barrier was like the boss card back then. You'd usually end up with a couple of 100 Eyes Dragons on the field, and you'd have like 3 Infernity Barriers set face down. That was when everything was still at 3. And Infernity Launcher and all that stuff. That deck was just crazy. It was just such a stupid deck. But I suppose in a sense it encourages Infernity players to kind of pick up their decks again and start playing it, because they weren't really hit too badly apart from Launcher and Archfiend. So I mean, you could definitely imagine them, building the deck again. So yeah, regarding Steelswarm Roach, we suspected that he'd be reprinted in the last tin, but it turned out that wasn't the case. So I sort of started to doubt that he would ever be reprinted. But of course, Konami are, they've been so nice to us lately, haven't they? And thus they decided to reprint Steelswarm Roach in this tin, which is of course amazing. And it brings the card's value, down, as usual, like for everything else. So really, really good reprints. I can't really see Photon Strike Bounzer being played regularly in too many decks, apart from the likes of Heraldic Dragons, because not many other decks, at least decks that are current right now in the meta, tend to run a lot of level 6 monsters. The only example I can think of would be perhaps some sort of frog variant with monarchs, frog monarchs or something like that, which run primarily level 6 monsters. But perhaps there's a deck that's out there that I'm not thinking of, and if there is, please let me know. But either way, Photon Strike Bounzer me re-released is a good thing, because it ensures that all of the budget players can get their hands on these cards that are obviously, pretty expensive. For example, right now I'm building Mermails, and Mermails are stupidly expensive, but it's the only expensive deck I've ever built, and I've been wanting to build Mermails for a long time now, and I have them on, a couple of deck profiles on Dueling Network, so, sometimes you just have to go out of your way to build stuff, but this is like the complete opposite of that. And while we're here, I actually don't know what Endless Decay does, so I'm going to look up what it does. So what do you guys think of the re-releases? Do you think they're awesome? Do you think that it's a kind of overkill to re-release a card like Photon Strike Bounzer? Endless Decay. Okay. If you have 2,000 life points or less, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is normal or special summoned, this card's attack becomes half the opponent's life points. That's actually kind of funny. So, if you're screwed, is basically what they're saying, and you have 2,000 life points or less, you can special summon him, and then he gains half your opponent's life points. Say your opponent hasn't lost any life points, then he becomes like a 4,000 attack beater, and you're just like, haha. Also, zombies do need a bit of a push lately. I mean, I think that Mizuki's at 2 now, I believe. And, zombies were never really that bad. It's just that they're not quite quick enough for the current kind of format, with crazy XYZing and swarming in the likes of windups. So we weren't really paying attention to them, but obviously Konami are trying to show us, even through a card like Endless Decay, which isn't actually played in zombie decks, that, zombies are still a viable deck. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, I don't know. And of course, Prophecy Destroyer himself, who I think is pretty useless, I have to be honest. I actually have an ulti of him in, from the actual original set, whatever. So yeah, it's coming out on the 18th of January. That's quite a long time away, actually, for a Wave 3 tin. I'm not sure I'm going to wait that long for a Photon Strike Bounzer, but I'll definitely, since I'm building Mermails, I don't care about my Bounzer anymore, we'll trade him off for, a decent amount. Anyway, guys, that is it for the news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Peace.